Write you a damn
Good morning. This is Diann. I am here on the journey to find the spirit inside. With me is my brother, Steve Henry. He is the guide along the journey. And so I'll turn it over to him at this time. Good morning, Steve.
Hello there, Diane. See, I thank you, Bob, and I like that. You flowing that just practice. You flowing right on through it. Oh, I'm good. But I'm about business. We're getting right to the thing. So see what we're doing. You know that everything is already set up inside of you. There ain't no way you can add nothing and nothing. But when you see it, it's just like the numbers. Once you see it, you can go anywhere just like that. It's the same thing in everything. But my point to you, not you, to anyone who ever listened, it's simple math. If nothing can move or change, the moment you got the same thing, what does that tell you?
You're not moving.
Okay, so anytime, everything is yours. Everything in creation is yours. But you have to go past it. How you can go past something that you're looking for and you ain't never seen it? Because the only thing you can possibly think about, hope for, look for, anything, it's got to be something that you already got the image of, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can't use it, nothing can change. The math tell you what? You got to be looking for something that you already got that you can't use. Can't nothing change. According to the math, what's the end result?
We'll stay there. Won't grow.
You still in that place. But if you go through all the numbers, like right now, we leave from the numbers and we go to the alligator farm in Florida, or just on the Empire State Building. We right there together. We can be on the spaceship with Bezos. We can pick up the camera and watch and see the same thing they did every step of the way. We be right there with them in spirit. That's how you see it. They done it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you see the image on the TV of them doing it, where you think they have you?
With them.
You be there with them because that can't move or change, right?
Right.
Nah, but if you come out of there and you go back in the tribal days with King David, every one of us back there with that image, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we stay back there, where can we go?
Nowhere.
But if we turn that loose, we can go down there with Jeff Bezos right now, can't we?
Yep.
Now, if wherever we spend our time is what we'll be, right? Because we'll be where we spend our time, right?
Yep.
Your plan gonna be to go on the other side of Jeff Bezos and get you something, or go back there and stay with King David. What does the math indicate? You going about that right or wrong?
I'm gonna go with wrong. You want to grow?
So if you know that if you down there with Bezos, you're gonna be around the things of Bezos, right?
Yes.
And if you be around the Bezos thing, what you practicing is around Bezos, right?
Correct.
And anything you practice, you get good at, whether you intend to or not. Subconsciously, all the spirits inside of you. You practice, use them, they're gonna grow. Right?
Right.
But if you practice using them down there and sleeping every night with King David, if you stand in the doorway, you can't do nothing inside of one of the rooms, right?
Right.
Because you can't leave the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't never leave that other one, what does the math tell you?
You stay there.
Right there, and you're in the middle of both of them, so what can you do? You can't do nothing in neither one. Now, according to the math, either you or I are in that situation right now. Now, I gave you a hint. It ain't me. Well, I'll show you why. I've been on the side where you are, and I've been on the other side. And there's only two sides, inside and outside, right?
Right.
But we just established being in the middle is what?
Neither.
It's neither. It don't exist. The things inside is in the place inside. And the things outside been revealed outside by being set out there. And not a single one of them can ever move or change. Because they can't change. How? If they change, can me and you go all those places right now?
No.
Okay, and in order for you to see it, it's what it is. So therefore, that's telling you when you seen it, it was inside of you. They just reveal it by going out there, right?
Okay.
Because if they went and done the Saturn and Mars and all that stuff, did all those pictures takings of it, and you hadn't seen them, can they do anything to you?
No.
But by them showing you the picture, when you receive them, where you be when you receive them? Where they was, right? Because it can't move, right?
Yeah.
You can't kind of see what's coming into play right now. But anyway, John, the chapter 5 is going to be the verse. And also, if you put that little graph up there with the little, I don't know about no time. Ain't no time where I am. So you have to, let me know. I don't want to go over and make the thing difficult for you. I don't know. You have to tell me I ain't out there. I'm inside of you, Diann, inside of you, right where you are now. Not me as me and my business, but the spirit that I'm using is yours, just like the numbers. When you get inside the numbers, can anybody control them for you? They're in there set up and they can't move, right?
Right.
My got them and everything else for billions of dollars. But when you come there, it's got all of the numbers are there. You just don't walk away from counting this due to calculus. You know what I'm saying? But look at the numbers between them. Oh, let's get the video.
Yeah. Is that what you meant to watch the video?
Yeah. We got to come around, sister girl. I ain't at this spot. I come back here to see you. I see you moving. I'm happy now.
I'm sure. All right.
Over time, find it right on the phone because I drove it up.
Stop it for a minute. Stop it for a minute.
But anyway.
Can you stop it? Okay, now the reason why we just popped in the middle of something. Let me tell you what's going on here. It's a little top thing that I want there. But what I done, because you have to build the thing inside of you first before you can look out. And I didn't put that individual thing up there. That's what I put it there. But that bottom stuff, I explained all that in the next graph or two. But before you go away from home, you had to, get the house right first. And I didn't put that little top one so that you don't know that each of us is an individual. This graph is going to show you how you can't go backwards and stuff like that. But that stuff at the bottom, that was explaining, I sent it off as number 6, but I'd already explained the bottom thing. So the bottom thing just showing, I jumped over. So disregard the bottom thing. You hear what it says, but don't follow it. Don't go in this. Yes, that's the easy way to say it. Eh? Let's go.
I guess. So what you're saying is focus on the top thing here?
Yeah, the top thing is what I want, but I got to explain the bottom because I had already done it without putting the individual thing in there. So this time, if I put that there and I'm explaining it, so any other time, just disregard the bottom. But I got to explain in the video the top of the thing you want.
Okay.
Take it back if you try to flip it. Anyway, remember when I was telling you about how this Adam to Noah was X'd out because it couldn't follow the protocol at all. And then Noah's sons started here again, new, because you always got to start from the foundation. You can't start building on top of nothing. All right, so when Noah and them started and came all through Moses and David and all of them and got here to Jesus, Jesus and John the Baptist brought the end of this era up. And then Paul and Peter and all of them, they in the new era. They had to go back to the foundation. They got born again from all this. And this is the things, when Christ added to the equation, he's on the inside. If it was 100 steps, he's number 99, who gives you the gifts from number 1 to bring all the way out. This is where his arrival to the inside. He gives the gifts to the dreams. You can't make nothing. That's bullshit if you can't. And so now anything, none of the stuff in this body can come out anymore. It's on the other side. They're going into the things that's inside of you, not out in the sky. It's higher in consciousness. All these things like Google and Facebook and all that, it's in the cloud. The cloud is inside of you. All of the things that they write about is on the inside. There ain't nothing outside. All that's garbage. It's equivalent to this. This is another graph. It's like your lifetime. I just did 6 years to make it easy. All right, so right here where you was 1 year old, then you was 2, then you was 3, then you was 4, then you was 10, then you was 20, then you was 30, then you was 40, then you was 50. The graph made to 58. All right, in order to go forward, you have to go to 59 by going away from 58 to 59. If you go back to the 1, you can't do it because the 1 is right here. It's underneath you. Because it come over every time. It has to go over all the 59, 58 years is where you had. So anytime you're going back to when you were 5 years old, which is right here, you can't, your window will close at 58 because you can't go backwards because the 5 years old is over here now. It's right here. Wherever the 5 years come across it. So if you don't change your way from 58, you got to die right there at 58. You definitely can't go back to 55. You can't go back to 50. You can't do it with your own birthday. I'm saying all that to say this. When you're going back to where Jesus was, back at the end of the Bible days, this is the body of Christ right here. They brought all these things out here to here. So when you're going back with Jesus and John the Baptist and Moses and Paul and Noah and Adam and Eve, it's about like you being here going back there. You got to contract down to the level of the damn Neanderthal man or something. Because it don't make no sense. Because you can't go back even 5 minutes. You always got to go where you haven't been. Come. So if anyone told you that you can go back to Jesus and wait on him, they shot you some bullshit. Jesus' body is the New Testament, all this creation that you see since Moses' days. You got to go to the right side of that. Just like here, you can't, if you go back to 51, you ain't got nothing. You dumb yourself down that many years. You got to go forward. You got to go to the right every time. If you've been to 60, you got to go to 61 or die. If you hit 2020, you got to go to 2021 or die at 2020. So when you're going back, that's where you're going back to your child. What can you do at 1 year old? Nothing. It can't change. It's established. Your 1 year old is holding up to 60. But anyway, you have to get it from there. If it ain't right on the phone, it's on you. You know, I'll send you a picture. You said it right. It's the talking that matters. And I'm pointing out. You got it. Bye. Peace. Over time, find it right on the phone because I drove it
Okay.
back.
You back at, I forgot I pulled my damn disguise off. But anyway, yeah, what had happened when I got down to the other end, they about 3 or 4 more graphs explain the whole spiritual thing. But what you got to do is prepare the body. It's got to be inside of you first. You ought to just paint this picture. You don't look for nothing. I just showed you what it was. Don't even think about things and then just use it. You'll see everything. Everything is right inside of you. You know, and well, you got to determine. When I be showing people who think they, well, I don't know, why would you go somewhere to get something you don't want? Would that make any sense?
Mm-mm.
You can't see it. They're not. No other person can see with me, and you see whoever you are right now. Now, if you don't see how to count, you gonna show somebody how to count?
Nope.
But you can't. It's impossible for you to know what you're showing them, right? Because you don't know how to do it. You got to be able to see the counting from about 1 to 300 at one time, and it just keep on going. That's the doorway. If you can't make it to there, you can't see them. And if you can make them in a straight line without stopping, because when you go to this window inside of you, it's the alphabet now, and you start reading. But you can just go to it once you find it because you have it inside of you, right? But in order to find it, you got to go start at the very front of it. You ain't taking nothing over there. You ain't taking nothing out. You know, when you right here, right now, you inside of you in the time of right now. I don't give a damn if this 5 million years from now. If you right now listen to this video, where ain't no, I can't fix where you can understand because I have to do what I do. That's the way it's done where I am. I can't do what nobody else do from where I am. And I know can't nobody do what they do from where I am. We just can do the same things in that spirit of the gospel truth. The one where we are right now, because it's always the same. You can go in there and go all the way back to the beginning of time. You can go the other way. But once you see it, who's gonna stop you from going back?
No one.
Okay. But if you don't see it, who can make you see it?
Nobody.
So if you don't see it and you know it's there, whose fault is it?
I guess it's yours.
Okay, so if you don't have something and you don't know it, who's the damn fool?
That would be you.
So if I point it out to you, who do you call the damn fool? If I walk up and point it out to you, who you call the damn fool? Me, right?
I guess, yeah.
Because you don't see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see it, so I'm the fool because I said it and you know nothing about it, right?
Okay.
Hey, that's how they do it. Look, I've been in my spot all my life. It's my spot. And from the inside, you look out and see all the things. You see what they do. It don't matter about the things I tell you. It's like simple. I say, here's how you can't do nothing with nobody that you ask them to do something and they don't do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in order for, if I got something, I know where the number's at. And I want you to know where the number's at. I say, Diann, go there to pick up that number one. Now, you don't know where the number's at, so number one don't mean nothing to you. If you don't never go pick up that number one, what can I do?
Nothing.
Because you got to start where?
Number one.
So when you heard the Christ said on the thing back there that a little bit that if the man had 2 sons and he went to one, the one said he was gonna do it, and the other said he wasn't gonna do it, but he done it. And the other said he was gonna do it, but he didn't. So when the one automatically from the inside, that's what he's telling this parable mean. That's the way it's gonna work being the people. That's his talking. It's his thing. You got to come up to get to the other side. My thing on the other side is just be so. But you got to come through his territory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because not because you were born back there, but because of what?
At the beginning.
You've been learning. Somebody been teaching you to be back there. How do you know about King David? How do you know about the story of Jesus? How do you know about this? They teach it to you every day. The things got to start from there. You got to see it from just like that crowd. But you can't go back 5 minutes. They done that already. If you among what's already been done, what can you do with it? Can't nothing change?
Nope.
If you done been there all the years, let's say all the birthdays behind you. That's what that graph will show the individual. You got to do, it's inside of you first, you got to come out of before you can go to the other place on the inside of you. So that call for you coming back inside. You be out there. Just when you're out there, leave this inside. And when you here, leave it here when you leave. Now, once you see something at a station, you can go out there and jig around with it, but you can't jig around with the numbers before you know where they are, can you? You do the person you're showing you do him good or harm by trying to show him something you don't know. He's got to start at the one, and you're trying to show him A, B, C, D or do it. So you see what I'm saying? He got to start at number one in the numbers, and you show him A, B, C, D. Do you do him any good or do him harm?
Harm.
So, and if you show somebody something and they do it and don't see it, you'd be told them a lie, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And if you tell somebody a lie, one, and tell them the truth a gazillion times, what would that person be? A good person who slipped into a lie, or a damn liar?
I'm gonna go with liar.
You go with what you mean? How can a person not lie, don't lie, tell a lie?
Well,
Ain't no lies on the inside. I want to ask you something. Can you lie about any number
no,
to someone who got the number doctrine themselves?
no,
But you can easily do it with somebody who ain't got it, right?
yeah,
Okay, so when you tricking somebody, you tricking some ones that know, or you tricking the ones that don't know.
tricking the ones that don't know.
So if you got something that you can't use and you tricked in believing you got it, what that make? You seem smart or damn fool.
I'm gonna say not smart.
Okay. Ain't nobody in there but who?
You.
And when you see the other things that you don't know about, and you know exactly where they are, because they're on the tape. Do the math. If you lose, you crazy as hell, ain't you?
Okay.
Well, if you want to ask you something, you know it can't change, right?
Okay.
Once you see it, there's no way you can make it be a lie, right?
No.
And it's on the tape, but now you can't spot about the tape. You do it as much, just like the alphabet. You have to practice A, B, C, but you can't go A, B, C, B the first time and start out W, X, Z, Y. You got to brief from, because what you got to do is see it from the alphabet. Right? You got to see it going through it solid one time. That gives you the foundation inside of you. When you go to that oneness, wherever you start, that is there. It works just like that thing you recorded. Wherever we stop at, where it's at.
Right there.
Okay, now the words I'm using now, you think they're the same scale that we started at the number one? Remember, I was telling you when you start typing or something, you don't remember the minute you start doing it. You can't remember when you start reading or when you start talking. You be still trying, and you real good out there to other people. It's like the texting. The people start out poking their finger, and they still think they're poking their finger, but the other people, that finger be, but you don't know it. You can't see it because it become part of it. See, you see how you trailer slowly changing. You're fitting into your comfortable little introduction today because it has to evolve. It don't stay. It's nothing stay at the same place it's got what it was this year. And keep going up like that little graph. That's why we showed the graph. It has to keep going because the birthday is the time clock. You ain't gonna wait. When you get out of sync, what happens?
Yeah, it's all wrong. And speaking of time, it's time to move to our verse now. So
I'll be out of here this time, right?
Right.
We through for this day?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm out of here. Later. Peace.
Chapter 5. After this there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool, and troubled the water. Whosoever then first, after the troubling of the water, stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. And a certain man was there, which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he saith unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man, when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Jesus saith unto him, Rise, take up thy bed and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said unto him that was cured, It is the Sabbath day. It is not lawful for thee to carry thy bed. He answered them, He that made me whole, the same said unto me, Take up thy bed and walk. Then asked they him, What man is that which said unto thee, Take up thy bed and walk? And he that was healed wist not who it was, for Jesus had conveyed himself away, a multitude being in that place. Afterward Jesus findeth him in the temple, and said unto him, Behold, thou art made whole. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee. The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus which had made him whole. And therefore did the Jews persecute Jesus, and sought to slay him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath day. But Jesus answered them, My Father worketh hitherto, and I work. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that God was his Father, making himself equal with God. Then answered Jesus and said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, these also doeth the Son likewise. For the Father loveth the Son, and showeth him all things that himself doeth. And he will show him greater works than these, that ye may marvel. For as the Father raiseth up the dead, and quickeneth them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. For the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son, that all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son, honoreth not the Father which hath sent him. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word, and believeth on him that sent me, hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death unto life. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear shall live. For as the Father hath life in himself, so hath he given to the Son to have life in himself, and hath given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming in the which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice, and shall come forth. They that have done good unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. I can of mine own self do nothing. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not mine own will, but the will of the Father which hath sent me. If I bear witness of myself, my witness is not true. There is another that beareth witness of me, and I know that the witness which he witnesseth of me is true. He sent unto John, and he bare witness unto the truth, but I received not testimony from man. But these things I say, that ye might be saved. He was a burning and a shining light, and ye were willing for a season to rejoice in his light. But I have greater witness than that of John, for the works which the Father hath given me to finish, the same works that I do bear witness of me, that the Father hath sent me. And the Father himself which hath sent me hath borne witness of me. Ye have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape. And ye have not his word abiding in you, for whom he hath sent, him ye believe not. Search the Scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. And ye will not come to me that ye might have life. I receive not honor from men. But I know you, that ye have not the love of God in you. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive. But how can ye believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. there is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if ye believe not his writings, how shall ye believe my words?
Okay, thank you very much. We'll speak to you again later. Bye.